Okay, the next section now we would probably describe as appraisal versus real performance management. Sometimes organisations think that by implementing an appraisal process, they are managing the performance within their organisation. Appraisal tends to be depicted a bit like this in a linear process, so you might call it appraisal, you might call it performance review and appraisal, you might call it performance development review. But quite often what happens is that we have the initial meeting at the beginning of the year, we set some objectives, they'll be linked possibly to the business plan, and we'll maybe look at what the training needs or aspirations of the individual are. We revisit it, maybe reviewing it throughout the process, but very often left until 12 months later. True performance management is very different from that. What performance management does is incorporates not only the development of the individual and the goals that we set for them, it incorporates what else is going on in the business. It's very closely linked to strategic plan and what we want to achieve. And there's an awful lot more to it. It's almost on a daily basis that we're monitoring performance and setting targets for people, not just as individuals, but as teams, as whole departments, so that it contributes to what the organisation is doing. So one of the fundamental differences is that managers need to have an awful lot more skills in order to manage performance, to develop individuals in line with what the organisation expects, than just the linear process involved in sitting down and having an appraisal interview.